And work with a group of people who might have different perspectives than you because they're from a different school or they are doing something different. So we'll take maybe five minutes to read and to think about it, and then group up.
Yep.
Selecting one of the two?
Yes, actually, you should probably get in your group before you choose which one you're going to read.
So grab two partners and pick a case study. Right.
Heavy Brown, you all want to work together. Yes, please tell her I adore her. And we played sport together. And her son's name Lincoln, so is mine. And I was like, excellent. She's like, yeah, I thought of you when I named her.
I will tell her.
Okay. I missed her at NAIS. I was so mad that she was there, but I missed her by like 6 hours.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I really like this. So you guys just sat here. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it was actually, I was already, as I was doing heavy ready, I know. I had to figure out a way.
Your name earlier, I thought you said
I'm to my district, so I'd love to do the professional development, yeah.
so you sure.
Are you guys ready?
I saw you on the
I'm Stephanie. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
We do. We're in terms of the partnership aspects. We're just starting.
Is this one?
Actually, we're already in touch with how they can help us in areas. It's not that we're not good, but we're an independent school, so we don't have any.
And they have state funds to do this?
They do. They do. They receive title funds. Well, actually, so a little bit about our program. We started working in earnest last summer. Based on $1 million grant from a private donor. So we have initiatives for them to both of the grants, which and one thing that's actually suffered something that's just in my institution is the concept of school by professional development. It doesn't exist in for teacher. It doesn't. Teachers are totally in their own English. They we still have to take these school it's almost utterly
No?
It's hard to tell.
So this relates to what you're doing.
Yeah, it does. What I love is the relationship with the project zero. So I think that's for me, that's a lot of strength of what you're doing here at Teacher Institute. And I also really, so for me, what are questions that comes up? So I found questions about this. And
There's a discussion we've had on the fact that
Does this one apply to schools?
these are the questions we're supposed to answer about the
Social support. So we have high numbers of schools and organizations represented in our governance.
Right, I was talking to potential witnesses, so I wonder if this outcome was directly compared to what the alumni donation was.
Is that framework or something that we should I don't want to say instructions were all shaped by all the educators. We've learned from over the years. And so I guess this is one thing that I think strengthens they're part of a larger network and being connected.
Yeah, well, I guess if we have like one of these conversations, I guess if I could say I'm gonna send data.
So that component is what you're missing.
I mean, because some research institutions, if we can figure out an intervention that's based on data and like real models for your representation, we believe in that. So that's a positive.
I guess the other part is that Project Zero
That's special longevity.
longevity,
Yeah.
and it's structure seems to have a firm foundation. That's gonna help.
So for the,
WIS.
for what you do, is it a mix as well, private and then you offer it? So I guess the thing is, it's great that they do this.
Strength is that they make every teacher participate in a workshop.
Right, it wasn't optional.
Right, each school has their own, private schools like this have flexibility, but then for the public schools, you know, like, I guess that's where the heartland of Project Zero comes, because you just don't have access to resources or the ability to kind of just be like, I'm gonna totally change and use this
School is willing to give up money.
because there's no set kind of oversight or infrastructure. And are you able to track measures of the impact?
Well, at least in the first year, it seems like these, coming to this out, the questions are pretty broad. And there's, it doesn't seem like there's a natural way to get from 30,000 feet to the lower level, like deeper to the ground. Because, you know, when people come from these conferences, they want actionable steps. They want to say, what can I bring back to implement? And this seems like a really great brainstorm session. I don't know if I would just dream that.
So that's one of the
I think
I presented with that.
It's hard to say an outcome.
Yeah, I presented with
Or even what they learned. I did. Yeah.
that's a
Which way I was like, so I wonder about that as well.
Is it during the summer?
What is the outcome when those two things came together outside of just having this work?
Right.
to do this.
So, but I don't have a vacation.
And I know that very symbolic, it's interesting to find out how they're tracking that. And I don't want to. And I think they say
Oh, it is a summer institute.
What their experience collaborating together, how much
I guess is that
Yeah.
recommendation? Yeah.
So like
What's
maybe
their
2 more
interest
minutes and then
after this?
we'll reconvene.
Is it something that they would like to bring in?
think about your work.
Yeah.
Takeaways.
did the strategy and supporting activities.
For me, like as I travel throughout
Another thing that's happening, and I don't know if that lines directly,
private, public,
I guess it might,
community schools.
I
back
never
to where
really tell me anything about the outcome.
Yeah, it's the first year.
Yeah.
It's trying to figure out how to
Based on what you just
create
said, right?
Study,
I was
study,
I articulated a little bit more
Yeah.
inside of my school that I would process information. When I first started, I seen how many things they did, a lot of resources, that's all.
what they're
Yeah, is that what you were getting at?
Yeah, not that they don't need
Yeah,
more,
it is a big.
but a lot of times it's on your website, so I see Harley's schools always.
So it's how to
This
connect all
is
of those
fuzzy and sort of get people excited.
I like the idea of them
We
having
love all these
learning
concepts, but
My name is
I'm sure that.
They can
All right, so we're gonna wrap up so that we have enough time to
That's the struggle that I have.
Cold hard
talk
stuff.
about it
And
and
then implement
do
the next
one
day.
more
We're all
thing.
talking about what's next day when we go to.
Draw your conversations. Come on back.
I mean, because this is what I do on a community level.
And if they did reach out, they don't need to have that. There might be
You just have to go to the city to actually.
opportunity for it. What?
I'll follow up with you this week.
How they use it and what the impact and then the work.
Should we start with Spence, since it's a smaller group? All right, Spence folks. Spence folks. Those of you who discussed Spence, would you give us a quick recap of your case for those who didn't read it?
If I'm not, I'm sorry, if I'm not mistaken, you guys, these are the only ones that did the code camp, right?
I think the rest of you did WISIT.
Right. Okay.
So tell us about the Code Camp case, a little synopsis first for those people who didn't read it yet.
Yeah, I'll give the synopsis.
We didn't plan
this part.
That's all right, that's all right, this is informal. Just
Standing on your feet.
So
Feel free to wing it.
basically, Spence School got an alumni donation, and what this alumni wanted to do was improve the school's engineering and design programming. And they wanted to use the money for, it's a girls' school, to make a difference to the girls, well, they want to make a difference to the girls at their school, but also they decided they wanted to outreach in the community. And they chose to partner with the Harlem Children's School, Harlem Children's Zone. And they decided they'd focus on introducing young girls to coding. And so basically what they did, chose 22nd grade girls, 10 from Harlem, 10 from Spence, and they did a programming camp, code camp they called it. And it was a 4 consecutive weekends and culminated in an event, successful, very basic information. We didn't have a lot of
Right.
information. That was it.
That's the truth.
That's the truth. Blake knows the backstory.
I mean, I could tell you 4 hours about this program. So I might find myself defending them if you,
Okay, so
but
But you should
it's all
feel free
good.
to make
But,
judgments. That's what we're here
So
to
just
do.
know that you're not working with the, you couldn't possibly read all of the
Right,
details.
that's what we're here, right. So we have our questions and answers.
Well, that's great, right? Okay, so when you thought about the strengths and the weaknesses of the collaboration, that's really the heart of the question, so.
What were your thoughts?
Some of the strengths that they were trying to outreach to girls who were in the city, just like they were at that same city experience, may not have a lot of other similar experiences, and keeping it small. I think building that relationship and having equal numbers from both were strong things, and going after teaching coding. I'm assuming the question is, Harlem Children's Zone has a lot of resources. You know, they have a lot of partnerships too. So was this something new to them, or do they have other, do they have technology there? I don't know.
I believe they have basic technology like most elementary schools do, but they did come with less of a background about even the concept of coding than the girls from Spence. But Danielle will tell you that equaled out in the first hour.
Okay. Because we wondered about.
Sure.
Well, they're second grade. You know, like the learning curve is really, come in.
Yeah.
And I guess the larger question with that is, what I noticed in California and the Bay Area is that the charter schools and the public schools that have really strong site leadership and are familiar within the larger community have a lot of resources and partnerships, and there's a huge disparity between the folks on the other side of that coin, the public schools that don't have any access to resources and partnerships. And so the Harlem Children's School Zone is really fuzzy and nationally renowned, and I wonder if there were other community schools that might be able to better utilize this partnership. So that was sort of the larger question.
So it's more the choice of partner that
Exactly.
you would raise the question about. Interesting. Do you have other concerns or sort of questions about an apparent possible weakness?
I also noticed it talked about like what the success was, and it said that the success seemed to be out of the experience and less so out of, it's going back to that question of the content.
Yes.
So what did the students actually produce? It said that they displayed their finished projects. What did they produce? What did they learn? What was their feedback? Is it something that they would like to continue doing, or was it a sort of one-time thing? So.
Can you answer those questions for us?
Well, they showed, each child got to, they were paired up together, mixed groups, and they got to present their program that they coded, and they did it at Harlem Children's Zone. And what, I'm unsure if it's clear, is that two of the camps were at Spence and 2 were at the Promise Academy.
Just a strength.
And so they presented it to the parents. All the parents went to Harlem Children's Zone to see this sort of exposition of coding. And what has happened this year is, and this is the best part of the story that's not shared, is that those second graders are doing this again. The same exact 20 kids are doing it. And then there was so much interest that they're doing 2 groups of second graders. So the original group is now in 3rd grade. Now they have 2 separate camps of 20 more kids doing it. And the donor is so happy that it's so successful, she's funding the whole thing. So it was a $15,000 original donation, and now she